In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can get your first earnings in Fortnite in 2024. But just before we get into the video, guys, if you aren't already, make sure to use my creator code in the Fortnite item shop. It really helps me out, and it means I'll be able to make more videos for you guys. So the first thing we need to talk about is which event you're actually going to make these earnings in. And the best way to do this is in the solo victory cups. This is because it's very easy for anyone to make earnings in this cup. All you have to do is qualify to the second round, which isn't that hard if you're a good player. And once you're in the second round, you just have to win one game. 1 out of 3 games. You don't have to place like a certain point on the leaderboard, anything like that. All you have to do is win one game. And another reason you're going to be focusing on the solo cups is because in the duo cups, when you haven't got any earnings and you're not that good of a player, you won't have a good duo either. And that means it's going to be way harder for you to make earnings in a duo tournament if you haven't got a good duo. So for now, you should just focus on the solo tournaments until you've got some PR, some earnings, and you've made a name for yourself. And once you've done that, then you can look for a duo to play the duo tournaments with. So how are we actually going to make these earnings in the solo cups? Now, the first thing to do is to create a practice routine. This is going to help you to stay focused on improving and not just playing the game. A lot of people, they just jump on the game and they do whatever they feel like that day. And this is not the best way to improve. If you actually want to improve and make money from Fortnite, then you need to be practicing in the right way. This is going to be things like practicing your aim, practicing fighting in ranked or in creative, and VOD reviewing, watching your games back, seeing what you did wrong, seeing what you could have done better, even watching games that pros have played, see what they did, and you can learn from the way that they play and implement that into your own playstyle. So get a piece of paper or a notes document on your phone or your computer and create a Fortnite practice routine right now. It doesn't have to be that in depth. You could just write down like 3 or 4 bullet points of what you're going to do each day when you get on the game. And just make sure you stick to that, and I'm sure you will see massive improvements in 2024. Now, another tip for the solo cups is to prepare for the tournaments. And what I mean by this is make sure you're warming up correctly before the tournaments. Make sure you're in a right mental state before you play. And to do this, you probably want to get on the game about an hour before the tournament. Do a warm-up, whether that's practicing your aim, 1v1ing your friends, anything like that. To get in a good mental state, I suggest you go outside for a bit before your warm-up. Go spend time with your friends, your family. Do something else other than just play the game. That will really help your mindset. And another thing is to always think in your head when you're about to play that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you place. It doesn't matter if you earn money this week. It doesn't matter. Literally nobody cares where you place or how you do in the tournament. Keep repeating that in your head, and that will reduce the pressure that you put on yourself, and you'll be calmer and more ready to play. Now, my final tip for the solo cups is to learn the meta. And the meta is basically the most effective tactic. And currently in Chapter 5, it seems like medkit heal off is the meta right now. So if you don't know about this, then you need to go watch some videos about it, practice it in-game as well, and learn the meta. Another thing that is very meta in Chapter 5 is the grapple blade. If you don't have a grapple blade, then it's not very likely that you'll win the game. So those are just 2 things that are in the meta this season. Of course, there are lots of other things like which heals you should carry, getting medallions, where you're landing, whether there's a vault or not. Stuff like that is also part of the meta. So I suggest you do some research on that and find out what the majority of Cash Cup winners are doing. So that is everything you need to know to make your first earnings in 2024. Make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.